Friends, you never know who you'll touch in life. You never know how or when you'll have an impact or how important your example can be to someone else. My faith helps me understand that circumstances don't dictate my happiness or my inner peace. The chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. You have to be who you are in this world, no matter what. At the end of the day, my friends, it's not about what you have or even what you've accomplished. It's about what you've done with those accomplishments. It's about who have you lifted up, who have you made better. It's about what you've given back to those people. I think personally a role model is a mentor, someone who you see on a daily basis and you learn from them. My faith taught me how to forgive. Faith taught me when people present themselves in a certain way, there's probably some backstory or issue or reason for the way that they are acting. It's not you, my friends. It's them. And a lot of times, it's about something that's completely out of their control. Put God first. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life, and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with Him, but He always stuck with me. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. And understand, to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. It's not how much you have in life. It's about what you do with what you have. That's where the success is in helping others. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. That's how I live my life. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. My advice is this, and it's simple. Don't just aspire to make a living. Friends, aspire to make a difference. And may God bless each and every one of you, and take good care. Bye-bye now.
Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I am an author, an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today radio show. You can see a video version of this if you go to my channel on YouTube, Take Your Life Back Today show. I wrote a book called Struggles Became My Strength. Well, today I want to talk about how to stop seeing struggle as something negative in life. Every speaking engagement I do, every person I coach, I see a constant pattern. Virtually everyone sees struggle as something negative in life. At the heart of this perception, people get caught up in the idea of struggle to consider what struggle at its core is all about. Most people cannot see themselves objectively, which leads them to fall into the gap of their own weakness and shortcomings, my friends. Faced with struggle, most people are likely to turn one of these four behaviors. Listen up now. Deny. Many refuse to acknowledge the role of their own weakness in their struggle. That is, deny. How about turn around? Some accept their weakness but are always looking for a cul-de-sac so they can turn around instead of facing their struggles. Change. Some change their direction altogether. They do a 360 and then, of course, leverage. A few are able to accept their weakness and work to leverage them, to work on them and turn them into strengths. Faced with these options, your success depends on the choices you make in life. If you deny your weaknesses, they will own you. You'll continue to constantly bump up against them, and you'll likely continue to suffer. If you look for turnarounds, you'll find yourself right where you started. There is no turning around from your weakness, just acknowledgement or avoidance. Friends, if you are looking to change, remember that change is good but takes hard work, discipline, consistent action to change long-standing old patterns in life. And if you learn to leverage your weaknesses by learning to accept and acknowledge them, you will have found the most effective way to deal with your struggles starting today. In one of my books, Struggles Became My Strength, I talk about how people make choices. In times of struggle, most people aren't interested in leveraging their weaknesses. It's human nature to deny them, dismiss them, to learn to work around them, but life has a way of repeating the things we don't want to deal with. So how do you leverage your weaknesses and let go of those weaknesses? There are 4 distinct things that you can do. Number 1 is to stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own issues. The strengths and weaknesses and situations of other people don't have anything to do with you. We all have something to work on, and the best way to leverage any weakness is to be true about yourself, to find out what you need to work on and to learn new skills and competencies so that you can constantly be growing and developing in life. When you take the time to reflect on who you really are, and it will give you the ability to look at yourself, the world around you, and the relationships between you and the world with the deep insight that leads to wise, new choices, my friends. And of course, stop worrying. Worrying has never achieved much besides feeding the struggle. So stop worrying and start thinking, what can you do today that will lead to small wins tomorrow? What actions can you take that will generate movement instead of stagnation? Connect with what you really want and what you need to do to attain those goals in life. Friends, stop blaming others. Don't blame your bad decisions or your bad choices on anyone or anything. This is your life, your struggle. Instead of finding others to blame for your struggles, search your own past and look for the origin of your weaknesses. Blaming others is a subconscious mechanism for avoiding accountability, but it's still unacceptable. Making bad choices and struggling for them is part of life, and it's immature to blame others for those bad decisions daily. Stop the pain. There are 2 kinds of pain. One that just hurts you and the other that teaches you. Each one of us can grow stronger from pain. In the Marine Corps, we used to say, no pain, no gain. So, unfortunately, pain can stop progress and struggles can impede success. But the pain we feel today is the strength that we will help us endure tomorrow. Strength and growth come through constant work and effort, and from struggle of every kind, you will become stronger. Call me at 844-405-HELP. We can help each other, take our lives back, be good to yourself, and always be good to each other. And remember, a simple smile to a stranger can help that stranger for the rest of their life. Friends, for God so loved the world that he gave us his only son. How many of us parents and grandparents would give up our grandchildren and children for the sake of humanity? Well, God did it for you. God did it for me. God did it for the world. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the 86,400 seconds God gave you today. And may God bless each and every one of you. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take good care. Bye-bye now.